Okay, Minorcan Navy, continuing on our Whiskey Throttle cruise with Alfred Montaner and some of the other creators and some really fun subscribers that joined us. This is our day in Key West, and here we are arriving. And I think the name of this island is Sunset Key. No bridge or causeway to it, but as you come in, you kind of see this place. Getting off the ship, one of the first things you've got to do when you get to Key West, if it is your first trip, is go down to the southernmost point and get your picture at the buoy. Of course, this was the first thing that we did, and very glad that we did, because the crowd starts to build very quickly. Even at this is 8:30 in the morning, already a group there. But kind of cruising around Key West and taking in the sights was neat. It is a neat community. If you've never been there, put it on your bucket list of things to go do. Special little community, and it's literally, it's like being in another country when you get there. Very enjoyable. Weather was perfect when we were there. One of the things that's neat about Key West, you never know what you're going to see. Who gets to see a St. Bernard in Key West? We do. Now, this is one of the neatest things that we found when we were there. This is free transportation on the Duval Loop. It's part of the Key West transit system. You can check them out. There's an app that you can download on your phone, shows real time where the bus is. And not only is it a very convenient way for getting from one point to another in that Key West area of Duval Street, Whitehead, all those streets that are in there, very convenient for moving from one end to the other. But it wasn't very crowded. It's air conditioned, and it kind of gets you off of Duval Street, but loops around it and really gives you a really neat view of that area of Key West, just kind of riding through. And you can see from the images here what I'm talking about. We've got this sped up just a little bit just to show you some of the local area there that's a little bit off the more beaten path, but still a lot of fun and a good place just to kind of scope out and take a look at Key West, and then maybe jump off at the next stop and backtrack if you see something that you want to see. But it kind of goes around all the interesting places there, the Hemingway House, the Coast Guard museum ship that's there. All those places are incorporated in the stops, and very convenient and free. Again, I want to add that it is free. But you can find a quick stop wherever you want to go. Our next stop, and we did a couple lives from here. If you haven't seen those, you might want to go back and pick those up. But Sloppy Joe's, right on Duval Street. What a fun place. Of course, we were in there kind of early, which means we got started early, if you know what I mean. Open air. I think this place had 8 entrances off of the street into it, so it is a lively open air watering hole that's been there in Key West for a long time. And one of the neat things about Sloppy Joe's is outside of the bar, there is a live stream camera off Duval Street. You can find that. You call your friends and say, hey, get on the website for Sloppy Joe's, and you get to do stuff like this. Really fun time there at Sloppy Joe's. Very friendly staff. Kind of a crazy place. Now, one of the craziest things about Key West are these psychedelic pigeons that are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. We got a couple images here just to share with you, as you never know when you're going to come across these things. That is the official bird of Key West. Now, we did try to leave our mark wherever we went in Key West. This place was pretty neat. Hey, but just the whole side of this building has been stickered. We had to add to it. Another neat part of being in Key West was the Miss Key West, and this is the last shrimp boat that is in Key West proper. I've seen some videos on this, and we were walking by the boat and caught the captain there, so we had an opportunity to chat with him. He took the camera and gave us a little tour of the deck. They had a lot going on the boat. Didn't want us up on it, and I completely understand that. But we did a video of that. We'll put the link up here if you haven't seen our visit with them. You can do that. Key West, old Desco. Even did a video on the construction of these boats in St. Augustine, Florida. Cruising through Key West, you know, this coffee shop here, right outside of that, we found another opportunity to leave our mark. And there we are.
How's your oyster?
Now the cruise itself, you know, we did a video on the ship. We're going to have another one coming up on Bimini. But we made a stop at Dante's in Key West. Fun time there. One of the things you got to do, I guess, when you're in Key West, this was kind of new to me, is get a tattoo. So the crew kind of scoped out a temporary tattoo place, and they all got matching tattoos. And then here we are, kind of winding up the day, cruising back, and look at that magnificent celebrity silhouette at the waterfront there. Well, hey guys, thanks again for watching. As always, we want to say be safe. We're flying out of here.